'cause they're gonna taste my venom. I got that venom.
Venom has been no stranger to Marvel Legends over the years, having numerous figures from various incarnations such as comics, films, cartoons, and pork rind. The latest figure of the slimy symbiote is the 2024 Retrocard. Does it stack up to the previous Venoms? Most aptly, the Amazon Venom, which is a figure that this is directly retooled from. Just to get it out of the way, since I like to front load my negativity, this figure has one crippling issue. That issue being the neck articulation, in that he doesn't have any. I don't know what happened here with the retooling of the torso, but the neck peg is completely immobilized by the sculpting. I mentioned this at the start, as I modified the neck by cutting out a slot with my Dremel. This allows for a much greater range of articulation and massively improves the play experience with this figure, and that very much comes through in all of my photos. That's really the figure's one issue. Outside of that, and some mild gumminess in the knees, which is just a problem the Omega Red mold has always had, this figure rules. While I haven't always been a fan of the torso ball joint system, as it has a tendency to create incredibly ugly sculpt breaks when not properly used, think of the MCU figures from the last couple years. But on Venom here, it works incredibly well. The main new part on this figure is the head sculpt that is based directly on Todd McFarlane's original art for the character, and this is what makes this release. I don't know what it is about the sculpt, but it just fits Venom's creepy but also goofball vibe the character has always had, and I frankly love it. Outside of that, he comes with claw hands, fists, and a tongue head that, while incredibly similar to the one from the Amazon 3-pack, isn't directly the same sculpt. Speaking of that figure, as someone who has owned both of these, this new Retrocard Venom is a definite improvement. Outside of the improved torso articulation, that previous Venom also had an issue where the spider logo would chip off if you used the ab crunch too much, which thankfully this figure does not have that issue. If you can get him, which is easier said than done, he is a Walmart exclusive after all, I highly recommend the 2024 Retrocarded Venom. For me at least, he's the definitive Venom for my Marvel Legends collection. Aviator Dan's signing off.